Good afternoon. It's time for Windy News at 12. Coming up, Supreme Court overrules Babin's decision on vacant seat. The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, confident in winning December 7th election. And on the international arena, Trump to name national security advisor, while Rubio in running for top diplomat. These and many more we have coming your way in the bulletin. My name is Nana Amma Nyamikebaini. Now the news in detail. Supreme Court has sided with an appeal filed by Majority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin overturning Speaker of the House Alban Babin's decision to declare 4 parliamentary seats vacant. The 7-member panel, presided over by Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono, ruled in favor of Afenyo-Markin by a majority vote of 5-2 this morning. A further explanation of the decision will be given later, Chief Justice Tokono stated.
Decision of 5-2, Lovelace Johnson JSC and Amadou Tanko JSC dissenting on the issue of jurisdiction. The plaintiff's action succeeds. The full reasons and orders of the court shall be filed with the registrar by close of day tomorrow, 13th November 2024. This is the judgment of the court.
Away from that, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has stated his confidence in the party's win in the impending election on December 7th, pointing to the MPP's accomplishment and history in government as important element that put it in a strong position for success. Speaking during a rally in the Ashanti regions of Orikrom, Dr. Bawumia outlined a number of MPP hallmark initiatives that, in his opinion, have significantly improved Ghanaians' quality of life. He specifically cited the One District, One Factory, the Planting for Food and Jobs initiative, the free senior high school policy, which has made secondary education accessible to thousands of students without financial burden.
I've been touring over 200 constituencies in Ghana, and I can tell you from what I've seen today, I know we are winning this election. We are winning this election. You will hear by midnight of the 7th of December that MPP has won this election. It is going to be clear. Don't worry. You can see that the NDC know they are losing this election. They know. Because we have 6 weeks to the election, isn't it? 6 weeks. But today, after being a minority for 8 years, they want to be a majority for 6 weeks. That makes sense.
Still on politics, the National Democratic Congress flag bearer John Dramani Mahama has promised Ghanaians that his administration will maintain the free senior high school program and provide the necessary funds to make it sustainable. Speaking about the policy at a meeting with Christian leaders in Kumasi on Monday, November 11, Mahama denied rumors if elected he would abolish the free SHS, describing them as political gimmick intended to deceive the public.
Sasema omuka say NDC ba yebetwa free SHS mo political gimmick. Omo de say nipa adwen. Enya nokre enya nokre ochina. Free SHS has come to stay. Difference na ewo yene MPP ntem. And they say yeah ka say progressively free. Enti yesha say 2015 yema day students in free SHS omuntua. And in the next year, 2016, you have boarding students, 140,000 say yebema omo bursaries eche say omuntua hwe and you started from the poorest districts eche say yeshemukina increasing the numbers. It means who say enyomi B implementation no enko ye. Enti na me say we'll have a national education stakeholders workshop. Na ye the education experts, ye the awofo, ye the asofo, ye the obia, everybody who is a stakeholder in education. Ni abetna se ni ahwe bebia enko ye no na ya so ano. Also ye the ye hu ne say free SHS no any dedicated source of funding. Enti sikano ko sope se wasi ye bibia ekoda Minister of Finance table so eche abra ye here sikano e dey free SHS no. Enti ye say ba we do a dedicated source of funding se eye eto ene be yuso se yesika yenye free yagodemu na ye be yibi ato saato no mu a se ne be ya emre bia se ekoba se wasi release sika for secondary schools na sika no yetimi releasing.
Away from that, the Electoral Commission has released the final certified voter register ahead of the 2024 general election scheduled on December 7th. The Commission reports that 18,774,159 voters have been verified as eligible to cast ballots in the upcoming election. 3 major voter categories are included in this figure. 18,644,811 electors who have biometric information will be verified by biometrics on election day are considered biometrically registered voters. Now to some health stories. The Ghana Medical Association has alarmed the growing prevalence of drug and alcohol abuse as well as sexual misconduct among healthcare professionals, which cautions that such behavior seriously jeopardizes patient care and professionalism in the media field. GMA President Dr. Frank Stribwell brought attention to this concerning development during his speech at the organization's annual general meeting. He pointed out that despite behaviors that jeopardize their capacity to deliver safe, attentive treatment, imparted healthcare workers nevertheless engage with patients on a regular basis. Dr. Stribwell expressed frustration over what he called lack of professionalism and increasing complacency in the medical field.
We have some health personnel who are involved in alcoholism, drug misuse, and abuse, which affect quality of their lives. There has been, in extreme circumstances, reported cases of sexual harassment perpetrated by health workers. And yesterday, the Medical and Dental Council told us that there are a lot of pending cases of sexual harassment even before the council. We have had cases where doctors have been badly discussed on radio shows and other media outlets. There have been several legal suits against health facilities with the outcomes not being favorable to us as health workers. Ladies and gentlemen, professionalism should be our silent companion. It has to work with us through our journey of working life. It should always manifest at every opportunity. I know I have painted a great picture, but let us fortify our spirits against despair with curious agility and also balance our ambitions with acceptance. This will make us truly self-sufficient and grant us eternal freedom.
To some other stories, the Ministry of Roads and Highways has assured the public that the ongoing strike by Ghana Highway Authority workers will not disrupt any ongoing road projects nationwide. These guarantees were given by the Ministry Public Relations Officer Ahmed Nasser Yatteh in an interview with Bernard Avle on City Breakfast Show in the morning. Although the walkout may raise concerns, Yatteh noted that the ministry has taken steps to guarantee that projects move forward without hiccups. He also reassured the public that safeguards are in place to avoid any delays and underlined the ministry's dedication to fulfilling project deadlines and sustaining infrastructure development momentum. The National Media Commission has called on the media to actively support peace and stability in Boko, where continuous confrontation have impacted the safety and development of the community. NMC Chair Yao Buadu Ayebuafo emphasized that the media professionals should give peace building first priority in their coverage, since their influence has the potential to either exacerbate tensions or promote reconciliation. Speaking to journalists at the training session in Ashanti region, Ayebuafo emphasized the role that media plays in influencing public opinion and promoting harmonious coexistence. We will be right back after the news to the international arena.
As we venture forth into the grand arena of the 2024 general election, where we shall cast our votes to determine the guiding force of our beloved nation, we implore each and every one of us
to prioritize our dear motherland above the divisive realms of political parties and their charismatic figures. In this crucial moment, we find ourselves with no alternative but to embrace the resounding call for peace.
Let us consciously opt for peace, for it is the noble choice
that surpasses the destructive powers of violence and warfare.
I am Priscilla Akwabwa, a level 200 geography student from the University of Education, Winneba. I stand for peace.
My name is Emmanuel Tameza, a level 300 geography student from the University of Education, Winneba. I consciously opt for peace.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Now to the international arena. President-elect Donald Trump is expected to name Rep. Michael Waltz, a Florida Republican, to serve as National Security Advisor. Two sources familiar with the matter told CBS News, the BBC's U.S. partner. A veteran of the war in Afghanistan and a long-time Trump supporter, Waltz was re-elected to Congress last week, though he will have to vacate his office to serve in the White House. In this role, Waltz would serve as a key White House advisor on national security and foreign policy matters. It is a prominent role that does not require confirmation. Senior Marco Rubio of Florida is in talks to the Trump nominee for Secretary of State, though the pick is not a done deal, two sources told CBS. Before we end the news, we take a recap of the stories that made headlines. Supreme Court overruled Before we end the news, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Supreme Court overrules Babin's decision on vacant seats. The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, confident of winning December 7th polls. And on the international arena, Trump to name National Security Advisor, while Rubio in running for top diplomat. And that will be all for today's Windy News at 12. My name is Nana Ama Inyamike Bani. Thank you for doing the listening. Do have a good afternoon.